Hello, I'm JamesAlex, and you're joining me on my first impressions of the Battlefield Hardline beta. You spawn in as you would on any other Battlefield game, with the choices of being a medic, operator, engineer, mechanic, a general shooty thing, and then enforcer, and a sniper being the professional. The map size, as you can see here, and the players that are currently on it, isn't that large, but that is purposefully done at this point because the game mode is essentially capture the flag because I'm on heist, where everyone is trying to get after this one thing. You can see the fighting is very localized in one area, so if you spawn, say over here, you have to run across the map to get there, and this is very poignant in that you may not see anyone for quite a while, which is one downside I find to this, whereas in other battlefields it's been very open. You can customize your character as you go through as you normally would, but the most interesting thing I find, I'm not going to dwell on the actual customization of characters, is the graphics quality. It takes a while to render in game, which I don't know whether that's just my system or because if you noticed a few seconds ago, that police symbol you could barely read, but now it's very readable. This happens a lot in game. A really interesting thing I find is you can change the paint of your vehicles that you are in. This is done through unlocking criteria. I don't think this unlock's actually been implemented yet, but it's exciting that it's there. I don't know, I just like changing what my vehicle looks like. I'll jump in on the mobile command post and I'll see how the police are doing from this point. Okay, currently the fighting is, as I say, very localized inside this area. Outside of this, there are not many people whatsoever. The graphics on here, as I said before, actually being in-game is pretty good. It's not bad for a beta, but I mean like this. This just doesn't get better with time. Oh no, I lied. It does get better with time. See, as you can see, this happens a lot. The rendering happens after you actually get there. You have to be looking at it for quite a while for it to render, but I suppose that makes it easier for platforms to actually run. I like the verticality of the game, and that it's not so much scripted as you have to be here, you have to go there. It's very open to what you do, but one downside of it being very open, in verticality as well as size, is that you don't always find people. And this is a major reoccurrence I found throughout this game. Climbing up to the top of this, looking at the minimap, the fighting is around me, yes, but it's not on the level I am. And therefore, oh no, there's someone trying to snipe me, so maybe there is fighting on this level. So I'm going to jump back down onto the fight, activate my parachute, almost didn't time that properly, and we're going to get into a fight. The guns, I feel, are very balanced at this point. Nothing seems to be that overpowered, and no one is clearly abusing anything to do with the game. The only abuses I found that have been slightly annoying is if the police or the criminals are trapped down in this area below me. Oh, died because I wasn't paying attention. If the police etc. are trapped down in that area, the cars or vehicles just run through. It's like a bowling alley. You're spawning there in the center and people are just trying to cut you off. The vehicles in this game, hopefully, oh look, you can see it rendering in real time. Yep, there it goes, a little bit better as time goes on. The driving is, with all Battlefield games, I sometimes question whether they've ever driven an actual car before. But it's not too bad. It's not the worst I've ever seen, but it's not the best. The vehicles are very tactical. You can use them for cover, you have got mounted weapons on some of them, and you can get around. This is an example of the crane falling. Unfortunately, I was not here to see it fall, which kind of annoys me as I would have liked to show you, but it always falls in exactly the same way. There is no difference to it whatsoever. For people that were hoping this would be a very fluid thing, unfortunately, it is not. It is very, very, very scripted in what it does. All the big objects pretty much are. You can't just randomly jump into any taxi cab. It has to be part of your factions or other factions' dedicated vehicle set. The graphics, other than just set objects, are actually pretty good. I didn't actually manage to contribute whatsoever to that game. hopefully get onto the beta if you haven't already managed to. And I hope to see you on the game, and I'm going to be doing some more of these. This was literally just a very first impression kind of thing of the video. I'm going to do a bit more in-depth, generally just showing you what the game can do as it evolves over time, which hopefully it will. If you like the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to watch more, subscribe please, and have a great day guys, and I hope to see you soon.